AFC East, do you think the division is the most wide open of all the divisions?
Absolutely, Kay. You know, Belichick even said this past, couple days when he was doing the schedule release that we went 11-5 with Matt Castle, but that was the only year they didn't win the division. Like that year, the division was won by the Dolphins. So it all of a sudden opens things up. They've had such dominance over everybody. Now it is wide open. We've got the Bills and the Patriots on this graphic, but it could just as easily be a miracle season from the Jets or the Dolphins. AFC East becomes a huge, huge discussion point because we don't know what the Patriots are without Brady. Fascinating study here, an experiment, if you will. The control has always been Brady and Belichick. Well, you remove the control and Brady, and now it's just Belichick and a bunch of guys who have played with Brady. Fascinating to see. It's wide open. If I had to pick one right now, I would say the Bills have the edge, but that could change after one practice, seeing the Patriots look like the Patriots with Jarrett Stidham.
I'm looking at the NFC South. They are competitive and as wide open as ever. Now, before any Saints fans say, oh, come on, give us a break. I mean, look at us, division champs, 3 years running. I get it. You guys are official. You guys have Drew Brees. You added Emmanuel Sanders. But you're not telling me that you're sitting back looking at Tom Brady with the Bucs like, whew, I know Tom ain't scared of us, and he's going to come with it, especially after adding Gronkowski. Just think about that for a second. And not to mention, you got the Falcons, who we could just never count out because they have Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, a host of wide receivers. Can you imagine if they took a little bit of their shape from a couple of years ago, and then Todd Gurley took a little bit of his shape from a couple of years ago? All of a sudden, Atlanta's a different team. And the Panthers? Yes, I'm saying the Panthers. What about the Carolina Panthers with Teddy Bridgewater? If there's one dude in the entire world that knows the playbook of the Saints like the back of his hand, every single weakness from the quarterback to the coach, all the way down to the last man on the roster, it's Teddy Bridgewater. Oh, and he has the confidence because he went 5-0 last year when Drew Brees went down. All I'm saying is the NFC South might be the best division to watch.
All right, Nate. Well, if you think those fans are mad, wait till I drop this one. I think it's the NFC East. I really do. And I look at, you think the Eagles and the Cowboys. Let me just tell you this. There are a lot of other fish in that sea. And speaking of which, I'd like to introduce everybody to our new show, Pets. We have fish now on the show, and at some point we'll do a whole segment naming them, and we'll probably name them after, I don't know, your special teams player you're looking forward to seeing the most this fall. It'll be a fun segment. But this is why I bring this up. Cowboys and Eagles, front runners. Don't be distracted. Eyes up here, Peter. Were they really front runners? We're talking about a 9-7 and an 8-8 team that's had all kinds of stuff happen during the offseason. I like the Giants. I want to go on record in front of my fish that I like the New York Giants this year. I like Joe Judge. I like Saquon. I like Daniel. I like the fact that they have Jason Garrett as a de facto second head coach. And if you say, well, who's on defense? Who are they going to play defense with? We love Saquon. Look, they added a couple guys like Blake Martinez, James Bradbury, who are pros. I'm not saying they're all pros. I'm saying they're pros. And I'll just bottom line it like this as we see Saquon run off into the New Jersey night. Do you hear anything from Joe Judge? When you hear him talk, when you look at him, when you look at his resume, is there anything that makes you think, I'm not sure this team's going to play defense, be tough, or hit? There isn't for me. We love Ron in Washington. I like Judge. Cowboys, Eagles. I think the NFC East is going to flip some tables this year.